For a long time I thought that the music you listen to is coming from influences from outside, but today I believe it's just the complete opposite. I have the feeling that the music, you are born and there's a certain amount of music inside of yourself, and you spend your life searching for that music in a way, and whenever you find something that fits you, then you like it. Music has ever been there in a way, but it was difficult for me to really concentrate on it when I was a kid, because I was interested in so many other things too. And for some reason I put my attention into many other things, like when I was really small, and so it happened that I never learned an instrument, even if I wanted to be a drummer all my life, but for some strange reason it never happened, and so when a friend of mine got his first computer, I saw a big chance in doing my own music finally, because I was a bit experimenting with tape recorders and like dubbing things back and forth, but that wasn't really where I wanted to go, and then when I heard about computers and what they maybe can do, I was really interested in that. Well, I play keys today, I do, but it took me a very long way to do that, because I never had lessons or anything like that. So I still train every day.
Just like I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. I hope that you're feeling me too. Just like I'm feeling you.
Since I was very much interested in music, I began spinning records, or let's say spinning tapes, when I was in school, at school parties. After that, I began spinning in a small club in the town where I was born, and then I started working in a record store. That was at a very early stage when techno came to Europe. So I had the chance to listen to a lot of stuff, and that was fascinating me a lot. I was attracted by African rhythms. I was attracted by rap music, and so when I heard hip hop, I was interested in where the samples came from. So from there I went into rare groove, or I was trying to find out where all these samples are coming from, and then I found the original records, which were jazz and funk records, and then from there I went into jazz, and that was happening at the same time when techno hit Europe, and so there was this new music, which was also very fascinating, especially for me, because I wasn't able to play an instrument, but I was able to play buttons and or press buttons and program rhythms on drum machines, and so for me that was a very important moment to be able to make my own music for the first time. Make music for the night, so it's also cool to make that at night, but I turned completely. Like when I was employed and I had to wake up, I couldn't make it to the office at 11. It was really hard for me to get up. But then when I was self-employed, I woke up at 7 and started to work at 8, and it was really easy. I was working as a graphic designer for a long time. I spent all my working hours doing that, day and night. So the only chance to make music had been the Sundays when I wasn't working for graphic design. I like the tiredness of the Sundays. That puts you in a certain kind of, or even myself puts myself in a certain relaxed kind of mood. I don't know what it is, but I like being tired. Yeah. But now it has changed totally, because now it's I stopped doing graphic design. I'm only doing music. The Sundays are free. No, not always, but I work during daytime now. I make music, yeah, from morning till evening, and I like that even more than before. So because you can really concentrate on what you do, and I totally changed from sitting there and playing around. I don't do that at all anymore. I only sit down when I have a serious idea what I want to do, and then I sit down and then I do it, instead of sitting down and playing around and trying out things and just going nowhere. That's not very, yeah, it's like a waste of time in a way. So I have days where I just sit there and organize files and check out new plugins but that's also important. But there's much more concentration now in the work than before. The idea comes in every situation. When I do cooking, or when I don't know, do some other stuff. When there is an idea coming up, I sit down and just record it so that it's there whenever it happens, even when it happens at night. It just feels right. I don't know. It's playing and playing and looping and forever. And at some point you're like, okay, I think it's there. Yeah. I just read in a book today from György Ligeti, who is a Hungarian new music composer, like classic music composer, that it's like putting a jigsaw into a box, and so you like put it into all these little single parts. You try to put it into the box, like one after the other, and you try different versions of putting it in, and at some point all parts are in, you close the box and the thing is finished. And that's how you make music. You move things around and throw things out, and at some point it just feels right. Yeah, the box is closed. I would say I'm obsessive about collecting music rather than records today. So when I hear something that I like, I gotta have it. Yeah, I do everything for it. I did something really crazy, but I can't talk about it. Yeah.